This is part 2. Make sure you check out part 1. The link is going to be in the description below, or hit the thumbnail right here, and enjoy watching.
I can make $1,000 a day plus all day, all week.
Is there any particular process that you go about for pricing and estimating?
This is for cleaning sidewalks. These are lifesavers. These little guys make me a lot of money. You don't want to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. You don't want to get a homeowner style pressure washer. They're gonna blow up.
Are you willing to offer any discounts for your service to our viewers? And if so, what would it be? What do they need to do? Ryan, do you offer like a pressure washing package? We want to better understand your packages and your services, and how you come up with that and why.
Okay, so yes, I do. Some of the packages I offer, like for instance, if somebody gets a roof cleaned, they'll often ask me to clean their gutters out, which doesn't really make sense because I'm gonna get stuff in their gutters anyway, so I clean them out automatically. But if they want the outside of the gutters clean, I throw in a free moss treatment because I'm gonna charge them for cleaning the outsides of the gutter. And that's actually a really big seller.
That's an upsell there?
It's total upsell. So the roof is clean, that's when you want to treat it. And you want to keep it treated. So then you don't have to call me back out, which is another service I offer. I come out a few times a year and just treat your roof as opposed to coming out and cleaning the roof.
Is that a monthly contract that they subscribe to, or something you agree to and then it's just there for the next year? Or?
I'm working on an app or something that I could use so I come out biannually or annually and treat the roof. Mm-hmm. Another service that I offer or that I upsell, and this is magic. This works a lot. This is great. So this time of year, you're doing a lot of gutter cleaning jobs that I offer gutter guard installation. Mm-hmm. And with my construction background, it's something that's no problem for me. That's a moneymaker right there.
Is there any particular process that you go about for pricing and estimating? Anything you want to share with us on that? Kind of what you've learned and what's efficient, what's better?
What I use is joist.
Joist, okay.
Seems to be, it's just really clean and smooth. I like the way it looks. It looks very professional. It allows me to send pictures.
Any aspect of that process of estimating, invoicing that is worth mentioning?
If possible, you definitely want to go to the site and look and have a list, have a checklist of stuff that you're looking for, like how many downspouts are there, how dirty is the place, how high is the place. Mm-hmm.
Anything else comes to mind? Pricing, estimating, making sure that you're actually walking away profitable and not losing anything.
If you go online and if you search pressure washing, roof cleaning, things of that nature, you'll find eventually, I don't know exactly where it is, but you'll find in your zip code what the average price is. Mm-hmm. And that's all I did. I didn't know how to price anything except for, kind of eyeballing and say, hey, this is going to take me this long, this is what I want for it. But there's numbers that you can find, and you could set your business up that way.
Ryan, so we are curious about your challenges when you got started. I mean, what were some of the biggest challenges, maybe were or still are, in running this business since you got into the industry?
Biggest challenge would be not having the right equipment. The guy who taught me how to pressure wash was basically a one-trick pony. He'd turn the pressure washer up and go to town. And that's what I learned. You don't have any of the clientele. You don't have, any repeat business. Nobody knows who you are, so that's always gonna not be so great.
Right.
But I would say the biggest mishap, I didn't have the experience, so a lot of things would happen. Your equipment breaks. If you notice, I have 2 or 3 of everything because everything's trying to blow up. You know what I mean? Everything is under
Murphy's
pressure.
Law.
Yeah. Well, trust me, whatever can go wrong will. But you learn, like for instance, these nets here. This, I didn't have these at the beginning. Who would have known when you're cleaning a roof, you get the moss down on that, the water goes through it, you can pick it up and roll it up if you're, tired, and you're done. That's what it's all about, is, speeding things up. You can do, 2 or 3 jobs a day, and that's what, you're looking to do.
Let's check out your truck, Ryan. You've got more equipment there. I think what's important for us just to understand is really what are some important pieces of equipment that you absolutely have to have in your arsenal.
Okay.
Just tell us about cost. You got plenty of ladders.
Right.
A couple other pieces here. Walk us through what you got.
Yeah, so I put these ladders in here in order of how I use them, but a ladder is definitely going to be important. Again, it says pressure washing on the back, but 9 times out of 10, someone's calling me to clean a roof. It's just the nature of Washington. There's so much moss. A lot of other pressure washing companies don't clean moss off roofs. I've asked, and they don't. They have no insight for me. So we're just out here winging it. This is for cleaning sidewalks and
what's something like that run?
Parking lots. This guy was $500.
Wow. Okay.
But again, I found it on Amazon for $360. So you might want to shop around.
Shop local, though. We encourage that. Local businesses, especially through what they've gone through last year.
Oh yeah, and little things like this. These are arms for the ladder. This will protect me from the ladder from me setting it on your gutters, which I've seen people do. Yes, it sets on the roof, so you're not doing property damage, because you will scratch the gutters.
All right, you guys, Blitz with Ryan. Ryan, first question. If I give you $1 million today and told you need to spend it in the next 24 hours, how would you do it?
I would buy a plane ticket to somewhere south of the equator and buy a house. Get out of the United States. Keep my head down.
Hey, you never know what's coming, you guys. We've all been through a lot. All right, second one. If you could be a CEO of any company out there, which one would it be and why?
I would be the CEO of Starbucks. Why? So I could create a line for people that want coffee, like regular drip coffee, and for people that want all that other stuff.
Let's see, second question. Third, what's the one thing you cannot start your day without? Doesn't include coffee, though.
Doesn't include coffee. That would be working out.
Tell us about a moment in your life when you kind of can say, I've made it. Anything come to mind?
Yes. So when I first started doing this, people would say, oh, well, you're the expert. And I really didn't feel like I could fill those shoes. But now I feel that when people say, well, yeah, you're the expert, I think, yeah, I am the expert.
All right, last question. What's the one news that you'd absolutely love to wake up to tomorrow?
How about just the end of COVID?
Okay.
That's a pretty obvious one.
I was going to say, the moment that they tell us I can dine in, freaking A, that's a good day for me,
There you go,
baby.
Right, yeah. Let's open some stuff up. These are lifesavers. These little guys make me a lot of money. This sets on top of a roof, the apex, and then I can hook a ladder to the guys at the bottom.
Nice.
So if it's really steep and a little too uncomfortable for me to stand on, I'll take this top ladder here and take it apart. So I have 10 feet, set that on there, and then I have a platform to walk up and down on, which makes it a lot easier, as opposed to you're on a roof or you're hanging like this, and your feet are literally coming out from under you because the roof is that steep.
Right. And then you got some small pieces of equipment here. I guess you don't need much. That's the wonderful thing about this business.
You could start a pressure washing business with a pressure washing wand, a hose, and a pressure washer, and you could technically clean a driveway with this guy.
Right.
I wouldn't want to. I definitely wouldn't recommend it.
Just takes a little longer.
It takes a lot longer.
Okay. Ryan, what's one thing you wish you would have known that you know now before you started the business?
Oh, that's
one or two things.
One or two.
Those are always interesting.
Well, okay. One thing that I wasted a lot of money on was different advertising agencies. I wouldn't necessarily say they're out to rip you off, but sometimes they really underperform. So I think that's something that you're just going to have to go through anyway in your area. I was just hemorrhaging money as far as I just didn't know what I was doing. And I was just ripping and running, didn't really have time to stop and look until I finally stopped and looked. And then you're like, oh, okay. let me get rid of some of these.
So that's the heart of the question, is now that you know that, how would you do it differently for those watching right now? We don't want our viewers to waste money at the start. We want them to be efficient, lean, etc.
Well, it would be very wise to find a mentor or someone who has experience with advertising. It doesn't matter what kind of business, just as long as they have some sort of advertising expenses or experience. I really wish I had, knew someone like that. But that would be my advice. Ask a lot of questions if you're going to hire an ad agency or someone to run your website or someone to make you a website, because you can definitely throw away a lot of money.
Now that you've said one of the challenges was having the right equipment, what would be your tip and advice to our viewers in terms of what would you do differently? Who would you go to when you're starting out to maybe know which equipment to get? Walk us through that a little bit.
Okay, well, these people who I go to get all of my equipment and all of my cleaning supplies, and they know everything, I trust them, completely, 100%, is Ben's Cleaner Sales on 4th Avenue downtown. So this is where I brought my pressure washer, all these hoses. You don't want to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. You don't want to get a homeowner style pressure washer. They're gonna blow up. They're just not made for commercial work. So it's definitely more pricey, but it's well worth it. I've had this for 2 years. I haven't had any issues with it. It starts up first pull, whereas when I first started, I got a Home Depot pressure washer, and things break down a lot faster, definitely.
So what you're saying is the experts that you can go to when you're starting out a pressure washing business is essentially find a store that specializes in that?
Yes,
go ahead.
There's a couple of pressure washing specific places or stores here in the greater Seattle area, but not many. You would definitely want to find something like that to go to. So it's well worth it. It's a little more pricey, but the quality is there. It's worth it. You're going to get what you pay for, that's for sure.
I want to talk to you guys for just a second. With what you're hearing Ryan say, comment below. We'd love to hear from you. What were your mistakes, or where did you go to get the advice, tips, to get the right equipment? Make sure you get started the right way without chaos.
Yeah, trust me, this job looks easy, but I don't think you guys see there's 2 windows up here at the top. So I got to get up on the roof at some point.
Wow.
On the other side, yeah. So I noticed that on the way out. I was like, oh, $500. I'm like, okay, whatever.
So speaking of $500, is that what this job is at this point?
Yeah, this is I went easy on the guy. So I charged him $500, and I spent $5 posting the ad on Craigslist to get. That's where I got this lead from. And basically, it'll cost me $5 and maybe a tank of gas. We're talking $10. And so the profit is going to be $4.90 on this one.
Okay. That's pretty darn good.
It's not bad.
Counting your car expenses and fuel and all that.
Right.
I mean, cut away a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit more. I average about $500 a day doing pressure washing. In the summertime, I can make $1,000 a day plus all day, all week. And I work for weeks and months on end. I just keep going.
What jobs would you be just absolutely thrilled to take every day, forget everything else, because they're either most profitable, easiest, less work, but then pay is higher? Is there anything favorite?
Yes, that would be parking garages.
Okay.
Which are huge profit margins. They're a little tricky because you can't get the water down into the city drain.
But you're right.
They're super easy. You're not on a roof. You got your surface cleaner out, and you're going to town. You can put your headphones in, and but they're few and far between right now.
All right, to wrap things up, this has been amazing, Ryan. Thank you so much. Last question: are you willing to offer any discounts for your service to our viewers? And if so, what would it be? What do they need to do?
All right. Yes, definitely. I'm offering a 20% discount as of right now. If you guys contact me at Emerald City Power Washing and mention UpFlip 20.
Awesome. I think that's an amazing discount.
Right.
Take advantage of it. Go ahead and call and mention UpFlip 20. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Well, there you have it, a wrap for part 2. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching the video. As you can tell, this business isn't for everyone, but it's very unique and high margins, low costs of entry. Hope you guys learned and took away a lot. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out our other revenue generating videos from UpFlip. Thank you for watching.